Hey guys, welcome to Daniel and Gian Talk, and today I'm going to be reviewing the 2019 hit film War, starring Hrithik Roshan, Tiger Shroff, and is directed by Siddharth Anand. The film recently became the 5th Yash Raj film to cross 100 crore in 3 days, joining Doom 3, Sultan, Tigers in the High, and Thugs of Hindustan. Fans are raving about this film, calling it a masterpiece, a genuine, spellbinding experience. As a matter of fact, I would say it's one of the best films of 2019, if not the best action film of 2019. Hrithik Roshan and Tiger Shroff have an undeniable chemistry that cannot go unnoticed. Acting is top-notch all around. Tiger Shroff has improved immensely since Bogey 2 and is proving to be a formidable force in the Indian film industry. He will no doubtably become one of the highest-grossing Indian film stars of all time if he continues at this current pace. One cannot talk about War without mentioning the main attraction, Hrithik Roshan, putting on, yet again, an undeniably great performance. One of the best action set pieces takes place on a plane and is very reminiscent of Mission Impossible and other great films like that. But of course, Siddharth would never copy those films and in fact creates an original, moving, mesmerizing set piece 30,000 feet above the air. And that's just the beginning. There's an excellent motorcycle chase that ends unexpectedly in a foot chase, showing off Tiger's immense speed and versatility as an actor. Who needs vehicles when you have your 2 feet, am I right? And in most movies, those 2 action set pieces would be enough. But wait, there's more. The film climaxes with an amazing scene in the Arctic Circle. Rumors are that this is one of the first films, if not the first film, to film an action set piece in the Arctic, which is amazing. I was holding on to my seat during this sequence, and when I thought my hero was going to die, I was treated with something truly remarkable. A snow chase in the Arctic with 2 Audi super sport cars. It was amazing, it was breathtaking, and finally, one final climax. Fist to fist, which you saw in the trailer, it was amazing. I love this movie very much, and I can't wait.
Oh my god. Oh, it's just a nightmare. It's just a nightmare. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh, I need to call Gian. Fuck, I need to tell him. Gian. Oh my god. Yes, I'm okay. I just had a fucking terrible nightmare. I was doing the War review and it wasn't me. I was just talking so positive about the movie and it was Daniel 2.0. The leather jacket and hello? Oh, fucking hung up on me. Son of a bitch. Oh, at least it was just a nightmare. Oh my god.
Whew, man. What a night. Oh man, I look like shit. I need to fucking comb my hair. You know what? Fuck it. I can look like shit. I don't give a shit because this movie is shit. The story is shit. The character development is shit. Tiger Shroff's acting? Shit. Big shit. Huge shit. Fantastically large shit. The action? Not shit. People have said, this is better than Bogey 2. Not really. And you know, I don't want to shit on Tiger Shroff. It's just too fucking easy. Let's talk about the missile scene, because that in and of itself deserves an entire video. It's straight out of Fast and the Furious 8 or 7 or whatever the fuck, whichever one they're in, the fucking North Pole, South Pole, I don't know where the fuck, wherever the hell, with the nuclear submarine and they're fucking doing jumps over each other and shit. You know, Fast and the Furious shit. So Siddharth was watching the movie and he's like, God damn it, I got it, I got my ending. I know what it's gonna be. I'm gonna take that scene, swap the submarine out because that's kind of expensive, and I'll make it a boat. I'll make it a cheap boat and we can go in the actual Arctic and we can take this boat and we can film a scene there. Whew! Oh my god, well, Jesus, we're gonna blow doors down. We are going to change the face of cinema with this scene. And then Siddharth was like, how can I make this more interesting? Because that's not enough. Fast and the Furious already did that. Because that's when Siddharth is like, hold my beer. Because he fucking amps the action up to 11. We have a stereotypical countdown sequence. the bomb starts, the hero needs 2 minutes, 3 minutes, however many fucking minutes, because to be honest with you, Siddharth leaves time and space in another universe, because in Siddharth's universe, time and space do not apply. I mean, there's literally a shot where it's like 15, 14, 13, and then it cuts to fucking Tiger Shroff driving off in the Audi, and it's like 9, 8, and Hrithik is still doing fucking beating people up and shit. You can literally see the missile fucking blow the ship up, and then Hrithik at the last second drives off. Doesn't even make any fucking sense. I mean, did these supervillains say, you know what? We're going to the Arctic. We gotta take our Audi super sport cars and make sure we can put them in the bottom of the boat. So at any point, we can just drop this bridge and just drive off into the Arctic. Just because. You never know. You never know. It's Supervillain 101. You always have to be prepared for things like that. That's just the way it works. Clearly, that's the way it works, because that's the way it works in this film. Because here you go, Tiger Shroff with his Audi. Boom! Oh my god, this is awesome. And then the missile blows up the ship. Oh no! Hrithik's dead. Nope. 2 Audis. And they beeline it, and they're doing fucking turns and snow everywhere and shooting their guns and shit. Now we're in straight up Fast and the Furious mode, and that's okay. I'm okay with this, because why not? Action's fun. I like action. But the film continues to get more and more absurd after that. And that's after 2 hours plus of absurdity. They go from the Arctic to the forest, and then, mind you, not only do they go to the forest also contains 2 perfectly fucking parallel roads that these people can race on. I guess they're that badass that A, they can have an Audi drive on snow unrestricted. No worry about sliding or anything like that. Just weaving through trees and shit. I mean, these are some pretty badass motherfuckers. But alas, we don't have to worry about that for too long, because they end up in a church. Yes, a church. But they're in the fucking Arctic. And then they go to a forest, and then they end up in a church. Makes sense. Why not? It's very biblical and epic and awesome. Ooh, a church. Ooh, stained glass windows. Oh, nothing gets me more excited than stained glass windows. Ooh, or fighting inside of a church. Ooh. And that's why I have problems with movies like this. Because the believability factor is just through the roof. I mean, if that were the only incident in the entire movie that was that absurd, it wouldn't feel so absurd. But when you have instance after instance after instance of these moments of pure fucking absurdity, my mind just breaks. It literally broke multiple times throughout the film, because no matter how much I wanted to enjoy it, I just couldn't. And it's plain and simple why. There were no stakes. There was no emotional journey. There was no reason for me to care about anything that went on. There was no reason for me to care about Hrithik's character. There was no reason for me to care about Tiger's character, or any reason for me to care about the fact that he was dead for fucking half the movie and really we were following a villain the whole time. And that's the biggest problem of the film. I just was so fucking indifferent to everything. It's an excuse for plot twists and action. That's it. Everything that was in between the action was just build up for a plot twist. That's all it was. It was just misdirect for a plot twist. And that's okay. If you want to be an entertaining film and you don't want to create a story or craft character arcs or things like that, that's okay. But you know what? That doesn't make you exempt from harsh criticism like this. Because I feel like when you're making a movie at that high of a budget level, you owe it to yourself as a filmmaker, you owe it to your studio, you owe it to your fans to give a good story. You could have a great story as a foundation, and then make your fucking action scenes even more epic than they were. Because there were moments of good action in this film without a shadow of a doubt. But then there were also scenes that made no fucking sense why they needed to be there in the first place. It almost felt like wasting money. The unoriginal face-off style plot twist would have had significantly more impact had we seen the bad guy do bad shit. Had we fucking developed him do bad shit. But instead, we are relegated to a shitty fucking twist with zero context. Because to be honest with you, it actually would have been even more impactful if we knew that Tiger was the fucking bad guy. Imagine a movie in which the movie wasn't about shitty plot twists. It wasn't about surprising the audience. It was just about telling a good fucking story. Imagine if we had a villain and we see him do evil villain shit. And then imagine building this villain up through character development. You get to learn his motivations. You get to learn how his brain works. You get to learn how cruel and demented this person is. And then you find out that that person kills Tiger Shroff. Takes his face. And then we have this new Tiger Shroff interact with Hrithik Roshan's character. And all of a sudden, what happens? No unnecessary plot twist. No fucking scenes of them teaming up buddy-buddy or them fighting each other because he's actually a deserter. And even if that was it, it would give even more suspense, even more stakes. It would elevate the story exponentially. If we knew that Tiger Shroff was an imposter in every single scene, as opposed to we think that it's actually the original Goody Two-Shoes guy so we can do this shitty fucking Scar reveal. You know why it would be better? Because it's Filmmaking 101. If any of you have ever watched a Hitchcock movie, you understand what I am talking about. And if not, I will explain it to you very, very simply. I'm here to educate you. I genuinely do care about educating the people out there so they can understand how I view my movies and why I think that this knowledge will enhance your viewing experience. I'm not saying you're going to look at the movie the same way I do. It just will enhance your experience. So close your eyes. Imagine two people are sitting at the table. Okay? And one is Hrithik Roshan and one is Tiger Shroff. And they're just sitting at the dinner table communicating, chatting with one another, laughing, ha 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 ha. And imagine we're shooting this as a film. So I'm going to get a single on Hrithik and a single on Tiger Shroff. And they're ha 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 ha, talk, 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 talk. And then imagine halfway through the scene, the camera goes down and it reveals that there's a bomb underneath the table. And there's a timer that's going down. Now, what happens? That means that the audience knows something that the two characters do not know. And as a result, the film's stakes automatically are raised because we are that much more invested. So just imagine that principle being applied to this film. Imagine if we knew that Tiger Shroff was an imposter, and then you combine that with character development that I was speaking about earlier, where you show him doing evil things and you're building him up, and so now you get to see him interact with Hrithik. So the story elevates from a simple, he's a deserter, we need to get him, to he's a deserter, we need to get him, but actually the guy that you think is this good guy is actually a bad guy. And Hrithik is actually a good guy. And then all of a sudden, things become three-dimensional and automatically way more interesting. You could still have your action scenes. You could still have your absurd fucking scenes in the middle of the Arctic Ocean. But just things would change and be different. It wouldn't be just about creating plot twists. And that's what I feel this movie is. Just about creating plot twists. I mean, I was asleep at some point in the movie because it was so fucking boring. And I remember that scene just waking me up being like, ooh, yes, fucking motorcycle chasing. And I love it. I was waiting for this moment. I loved it in the trailer. And I was like, yeah, it looks like they were fucking riding the motorcycles too. Even if it wasn't them, someone was riding those cycles. And I was just really into it going through the streets. And basically it was like the Italian job with motorcycles, right? And I was like, cool, cool, cool. And then there's a moment where Hrithik hits Tiger Shroff off his bike with the invisible wire. You know, that old invisible wire trick gets him every time. And Okay, I thought it's a little stupid, but then Siddharth's like, hold my beer. And then Tiger Shroff becomes the villain from Terminator 2 Judgment Day, where he's like, and he catches up with Hrithik and fucking slams him through some glass. Last time I checked, the fastest human being can run is about 30 miles an hour. Maybe a little bit faster, maybe if you're one of those super athletes, which clearly Tiger Shroff is in this scene. But, motorcycles go way faster than that. So I don't understand how that even fucking happened, or why? And hold on, hold the brakes, pump the brakes here. I forgot, Hrithik has a wife and a child. Shit that gets brought up in the second half of the film, and it becomes to the point, why is it even being brought up in the first place? Why wasn't it brought up in the first half? Why did you decide to fucking not have any character for your characters? This is my whole point. I don't know why those scenes weren't in there. I don't know why there weren't more scenes like that. I don't know why there weren't more scenes like that for fucking Tiger Shroff's character before he gets killed. We know he's a soldier. We know he's loyal. That's it. That's it. That's because the film doesn't care about explaining any more than that, and it's a fucking shame. So when you find out he dies, you care because he's Tiger Shroff. You don't care because of whoever the fuck his character's name is, Khalid, Khabib, fucking whatever the fuck. And that's the problem with these hero movies, is you really don't get a chance to actually care for them. It's like Salman Khan films. He's Salman Khan in every single movie. He might have a different name, but he's still Salman Khan in Bharat. He's Salman Khan in Sultan. He's Salman Khan in Bajrangi Bhaijaan. He's Salman Khan in every single one of his films. And that's okay. But the problem is, his films tend to suck for that exact reason. Some people are messaging me saying, when are you going to ever learn, Daniel? The fact that Tiger Shroff was in this film should have told you that the film was going to suck to begin with. And to be honest with you, once I saw the first music video come out, I knew that those people were right. And ironically enough, I fucking loved that music video. I genuinely loved the dancing. I loved the choreography. It was fun. It didn't fit the fucking theme or anything of the movie, but I, real talk, genuinely enjoyed that bit. It actually was pretty cool. Again, just because you see Hrithik and he's just fucking into it. He was just into it. I saw the star in him. It finally hit me like, oh, okay. I get why he's so fucking big. I get why this film grossed 50 crore on day one, even though arguably that number continues to drop. And people want to say, but it's the fastest movie to 100 crore. Blah. Here's the thing, so was Thugs of Hindustan, motherfuckers, and we all know that that movie's a piece of shit. So let's see what happens when the film finally exits the box office, and we'll see what the numbers really are. Okay, it's just like 2.0. 2.0 is going to change the world once it gets to China. What did it do? Nothing. Amir Khan is still the motherfucking king of the world when it comes to Chinese box office grosses. Yeah, stupid. It's stupid. Speaking of stupid, you have lines of dialogue which are ridiculous. I mean, my personal favorite, there's female character, Aditi, I don't remember her fucking name. I don't remember any of the characters' names because I've been calling Hrithik's character Hrithik and Tiger Shroff's character Tiger the whole fucking review because they literally are like Khabib, Kabir, Khalid, whatever the fuck. They're so similar to each other, and you know what? You don't know enough about them to give a fuck about what their names are. But neither here nor there. The best line is when Aditi says to Hrithik, like, I want to marry you, or whatever she says. And then Tiger's like, get in line. So, what it's supposed to mean is, there's so many people who want to marry him, right? Like, all these women, da-da-da-da-da. But that's a pretty fucking weird thing to say to your boy. I mean, I heard that piece of dialogue, and all I could think of is, gay! Am I wrong? I mean, if I said that to my friend, like, you want to marry him? Get in line. the girl might look at me and be like, do you want to suck his dick? Do you want to marry him? I really wanted to like the movie. I really did. All action, a cliched story, and that's it. Some people like it, and that's okay. Thankfully, the movie was greenlit for a sequel, and I can't wait to see Hrithik once again in this role. India, say hello to your new James Bond. His name is Hrithik Roshan. I would rate this film a 10 out of 10. One of the best of the decade. Thank you guys for tuning in, and I appreciate it. Let me know in the comments what you guys thought of this movie. Is it your personal favorite of 2019 like it is mine? Is it the best action movie of 2019? Let me know in the comments. I can't wait to hear from you. Thank you for your time, YouTube. I love you. Fuck you, Taejon.